Welcome, watch lovers. You know what time it is. It's time for that Watch Guy London.
We've been replaced.
What's going on?
I'm not being funny.
What's going on?
Spence, you're sacked.
And welcome to the D-Time Love Show.
The D-Time Love Takeover.
You can start doing some mixing.
Well, this is how we go, you know. We have the talented, the handsome guy. We've got the one and only, the veteran of the game, the one and only Spencer, and we have the beautiful Kaylee, the talent behind the show.
Yes, I can
Guys,
agree.
thank you for having me.
No,
You're
thank you
welcome.
for coming
You're welcome.
on. This
Great.
is exciting.
Isn't it exciting?
So
to
exciting.
have a world-class professional presenter. I could find myself out of a job next week, Kaylee,
Yes,
if it
and
doesn't.
Spence.
You any good with auctions?
I'm not too bad, but I have to admit, I've learned everything from Spencer.
Really?
You have.
So maybe we'll get here. I mean, I know nothing.
Yeah.
This is my third time, and I still can't get it
I was
right.
amazed, you know, the prep that I got from Spencer today
Yes.
makes a world of a difference.
Fantastic.
You think so?
Welcome to Monday night. Welcome to that Watch Guy London. It's the D-Time Love Takeover today, and we're all feeling it, as you can clearly see. If you have any questions for D or for Spencer or for Kaylee, please do pop them in the comments. We'll get straight to them. Good news, Spencer. Spurs kickoff has been delayed by 15 minutes.
Why?
No.
Why? Didn't someone
More
just say
than
in the
that.
chat?
It was,
Oh, really?
Why?
8:15 it's okay,
now.
you're still drawing. Then again, you won't start for 15 minutes, but at least you're still in it for now.
I suppose Thorpe's piping up.
Yeah,
isn't he?
Thorpe. What's going on? Big game tonight, Paul.
For
Big
anyone
game
who
tonight.
doesn't know, Paul Thorpe's Fulham.
I have something
Yeah.
to confess.
So
So you.
I am the Trojan horse in here tonight.
Arsenal.
I am an Arsenal supporter.
Really? Here. Congratulations.
Congratulations on being top of the league. Yeah.
There goes out of the window any deals I had with
Congratulations
Spencer.
on winning the league. I will say that as well, because it's now yours to throw away, D.
It is, but, you know, just being up there and looking down
Yeah.
upon the good old mighty Spurs.
Yeah. It's not
I
over
enjoy it
yet.
while I
By
can.
the way, I'm not saying for 1 second that we're going to catch you. All I'm saying is Man City are right behind you, 5 points. You've got to play them twice.
Yes.
And I have to say, you absolutely deserve to be top of the league. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
deserve to
Yeah.
be top of the league. And
Best football at the moment, without question.
as a Spurs fan, and honestly, hand on my heart, I absolutely hope you win the league.
Thank you.
I really do.
appreciate that. I really
Well,
do.
why shouldn't the best team win?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I am
whoa.
noticing at the moment, though. All the Arsenal are really keeping quiet. They're like, no,
Yeah.
they
They
don't
can't
want to
wait
celebrate, yeah.
We're too scared to celebrate. You know, we've had such a bad time with it over the last few
Yeah,
years.
but
We have
this
to
is
look
your
up at
year.
White Hart Lane.
This
you
is
know.
like their Leicester year.
I love
Yeah.
every Spurs fan trying to jinx it. With
Yeah, absolutely.
it's all done.
Nick Nicholas, City will win the league. Jiggy Jacks, good to have you with us tonight. TNT, because I can see you there. Tim Wright, hey Tim, how you doing? Been watching all your adventures in Miami. That's kept me up all night. Great to have everybody with us. Great to have everybody with us. What's on the wrist today? Shall we start with our special guest?
Yes.
Let's start with
God,
D.
it won't fit them all, will it?
Well,
D,
Yeah.
no, D, I said
Two
bring,
wrists.
I said bring a couple of
28 watches.
well, you know, this is about a quarter of my collection.
Corsa.
And I will start off with a watch that really started the channel.
Okay.
And I had to dust it down.
Right, okay,
And
let's,
it's a
let's have a little look.
Rolex date just 16014, my birth year. And
Oh, it's
this
a
is
beautiful girl's watch.
yeah, it's a lovely
No,
36
I'm
millimeter.
just joking.
Put it this way: back in the day, you could pick these up for about 7-8 years ago for 2K.
I know
used to
Ian
be a
at the moment
collector
is
of-
thinking, don't drop his watch, Gav. That's, yeah, I mean,
I
what
call
year
it
is
the
this?
Ghost. It's
That's
a
probably about
circa,
86.
circa early 80s, without giving my
I'll
age
say
away.
85,
But,
yeah.
Early 80s.
Early 80s, yeah. So I'm a bit of a fan of the Goonies and
Yeah. Oh,
that
we
sort of thing.
we could do a whole 80s revival
There you
show.
go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, Ian messaged me before the show, as he always does. He's such a lovely fella, always says good luck. And he says, by the way, I'm watching Airwolf. I'm thinking, I loved Kaylee, you don't know what Airwolf is, do you?
Yeah, if you're going to do an 80s shirt, I'll be honest, I probably will sit that one
Haley
out.
wasn't
Yeah.
even born then.
bit of Knight Rider.
Hold on a second.
you know.
Kaylee, not only was Kaylee not born, her parents hadn't met yet. That's how young she is. Airwolf. I loved Airwolf. Eric Borgnine, he was the mechanic, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of Hawk. Hawk was the part. I'm sorry, my age again. Amazing stuff. So this was early 80s, and this is the thing that started it all off for you, was it?
Yeah, put it to like this. Being a young man in the recruitment game, you hit target 1 month and everyone's got, you get a target, you hit your target, they take you straight to a watch shop,
Wow.
down in
Look.
Maidenhead. And
Absolutely.
Where was this?
beautiful.
Where were you working?
I was working at Mandeville Recruitment in Maidenhead. was my first sort of sales job. And if you hit target, you'd get a leather chair. If you did really well, you'd become a team leader in a month. And with my winnings, you could say that month I went and bought that and a car.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In your first month?
Actually, in 3 weeks, I hit target. In 3 weeks, I hit target and I bought that watch and I bought a car. So I put the expectations very high, and I find it hard to live up to that, to that every month.
But at
So
least
it was
you
a bit
got
of a
that out of
struggle.
it.
Actually, it's a really interesting point because it's funny the things you remember, because you've just reminded me of the first thing I bought with my first ever pay packet. And it wasn't a watch. I bought myself a Sony Watchman. Do you remember those? A little square box, a Sony Watchman, so you could watch television on it. It was
Right,
like a
okay,
portable
yeah, yeah.
television, but a little cube thing.
Yes.
No. It was,
that
it was like
had
that.
the radio and a cassette in them.
No.
That's what
This
the
No,
area where you pull a big area out, sort of
James
thing,
will get it up. He'll get a picture of a Sony Watchman up. It was a little. You could either have. I have mine in black. You just get it from Dixon's. But it was my entire pay packet.
What year was this, Gav?
This
When
was
this?
1986. I earned my first salary, £3,300 a year.
Wow.
What?
There it is. A
that-
Sony Watchman.
Gav, I do remember it.
Yeah.
I'll go better than that.
Go on.
My first salary was £35 a week.
35 quid a week. Hold on a second. I'm not talking paper round or milk round.
No. That was as an apprentice jeweller in 1984.
Yeah, that's,
Well,
that's,
that's way
child,
back then,
that's,
isn't it?
that's
So-
child labour.
Yeah.
What was it? 1964?
No, 1984.
I'm talking about early 2005, my one, 2006.
Wow. Nicholas says, I bought a pair of Adidas Gazelles with my first pay packet in 1984. Wow. Amazing stuff. What have you got on your wrist today, Spencer? You gone all sheepish. You gone all
My
childish
GMT's
sheepish.
gone in for some work on it. The vintage GMT. I've
Yeah.
gone back to the date sub 1266.
Ah, you're back to the date sub. Okay. But Spencer, there's a problem with this.
I'm supposed to wear a Tudor,
You're
aren't
supposed to wear a Tudor. You
But Gav,
broke-
as you knew-
did
as
not
you-
even
I know,
last
To be honest, I totally
1
forgot
week.
as well. The
I? But Gav, I've been on the building site because otherwise it's not.
But
gonna
that's why
happen.
you wear a Tudor. What do you mean? You went on the building site and you wore a Rolex?
Correct.
Nah.
No, I took the watch off.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. I will for next week.
Heavily, Mark, I bought a Tachini tracksuit from Knick Knacks in Soho. Mark, I kid you not, I had one delivered last week. Don't ask. It's sitting next to my BMX, but I bought a Tachini tracksuit.
Sergio Tacchini.
Sergio Tachini, yeah. They're not the originals anymore, to be fair, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, Spencer, that's a lovely average watch. I mean, I do like it. I do really like it. But you got to be wearing a
See,
Tudor.
that's average.
You got to be Tudor.
See what we've excelled.
You got to
to,
be
the
Tudor.
level.
Kaylee, what have you nicked out the safe today?
So I just went a bit cash, just a little,
Do I see green?
yeah,
The-
of course, obsessed.
The most expensive dial available.
What is it?
So
What
this
is
is
it?
a Datejust 36, 126234,
Let's just pass it all the way around. It's quite past the parcels today, isn't it?
with like the green dial.
Very, very nice, Kaylee. That really is a
Looks
bit
like
of you,
an
isn't
olive
it?
there.
I know, it's
Yeah.
really green in that.
Really, really great.
Stunning.
Beautiful
Very
watch,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really. I actually really like that, Kaylee.
Thanks.
Just saying. Let's just get back to playing. I'm going to be really boring. In fact, Spencer, you could probably swap with me because I'm wearing my Tudor Black Bay Pro today, which I love. And I have to say, I'm starting to get some really good use out of these watches
very
now.
nice.
Yeah, really, really enjoying my Tudors and excited for this year for Tudor
Yeah,
as well.
really exciting times. For
Yeah.
them,
I know you've got a couple in your little box there, so
Are
we're
we
going to...
allowed to ask the question?
Go on, what question do you want to ask?
I'm just a bit concerned whether I should ask it. Whether he's going out to that event in Geneva.
Oh, D, you going to Washes and Wonders?
I'm not, no.
No?
Wow.
No.
Why?
I'm not. I've got commitments. I've got a big announcement actually to announce
Have you?
today. Yeah.
Hang
Okay,
on.
hold on a second.
Go
Hang
on.
on.
Just aim that down a bit for you.
Sorry.
Are you saving? Do you want to save the announcement towards the end?
I'll
Shall we-
save it to the best
Yeah?
to last, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
let's do
something
that.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll save
Okay.
that till later.
Okay.
Let's make sure we remember to do that as
Okay,
well.
no problem.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
By the way, does everybody know that D's name isn't D? It's not Demetri. His actual real name is Jimmy, and I can't work out why. But Jimmy, why is it Jimmy?
Well, Jimmy was my school name, and
Hold on, like a nickname?
no, it wasn't a nickname. My mum put it down when I started because if you translate
that illegal?
Demetrius, no, hold on, guys.
Go on.
It's all Greek. If you translate Demetrius into English, somehow it spells Jimmy.
What? Shouldn't it be
Or
Darren?
James.
Shouldn't it be Darren?
I'll give you an example. Paul,
Paul?
in regards to Paul Thorpe,
Yeah.
his name in Greek is Banayodis.
Yeah, but Panayiotis, I get that. P, Paul, Panayiotis. Hold on. Dimitri D, Jimmy.
Dimitri.
Dimitri.
There you go.
But it's
No,
not.
I get it. Say it. I get
Something
it.
It's not Dimitri.
No, it's not Dimitri, but it's Dimitri.
So
Jimmy,
what do we call
James.
you, D or Jimmy?
You call me D.
All right, I'll call
You know,
you D.
I'll be honest with you. When I got into uni, suddenly I realised Demetrius sounded a lot more exotic.
My goodness, we don't often get one of these,
know,
Jimmy. But we've got a super chat from Perpetual Time.
Okay.
Kumbare D, true YouTube talent with no BS.
Oh, that's
Thank you,
so nice.
thank you. I appreciate that. Alex is a good man.
Yeah, he's a very good man. I really enjoyed watching his video this weekend.
Yeah, Alex is a very
That's gorgeous.
talented watchmaker.
Yeah.
He's actually lecturing now at the watch register, believe it or not. So not only is he a bodybuilder
Yeah.
and a watchmaker, he's a lecturer now.
He's also saying your real name is Lavendi.
That is true.
What's Lavendi?
A very handsome man.
I love that. Wow. Amazing.
He's also a
amazing.
Levendi as well. You know, it's all in the DNA, boys.
It's all in the DNA. I understand. Somewhere along the line, I feel like we're all related
Yeah, we are.
down the
We'll
line.
agree.
Yeah, amazing. Right, before we move on to anything else, Spencer, I caught up with you today because I know you sort of made a joke saying you wore your Rolex and everything else, but we've got a little office update, haven't we? That's what we're doing. We won't release it weekly because there's lots going on, but should we take a little look at the office?
Go on then.
Do you want it?
Yeah, no, I just thought that. You said you didn't always see it, and now I've seen it.
We need the whole thing done. What do you think?
Yes, we'll do everything done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right?
No
that's
more
it.
than 2 weeks.
Okay,
Yeah?
so you can see, guys. Look, we're almost there. 2 weeks. He's promised me, like every builder. 2 weeks time.
You
we'll
can
be
start
done.
move the stuff in.
Right. If not, I'm going to have to jump in here and give
Yeah,
you a hand.
yeah, that's no problem.
Okay,
You have
so
the
what's
bigger
got-
hammer drill.
So what we got going on here? So the vault goes in here.
Yeah.
The vault here. The walls here. The
Yes,
desk
yes,
here.
yes.
I can see no reason why in 2 weeks we can't be done. Yeah.
I'll
They
say
can work
maximum
through
2
the
weeks.
night.
I can say maximum 2 weeks.
Okay. If not, look, we've got the safe here. We're ready to go.
We have everything ready to go. Unless you put your desk in this corner and you will paint it on the other side first.
Sammy, does he drive you mad?
A bit. Just more at the weekend.
Oh, come on, Spence, give everybody a little update. Where are we at with this place?
As you can see, we're not far away now. I mean, it's almost complete. This will be the meeting rooms. We've got marked on the floor here. Here's the corridor. This will be the new BQ offices. And you'll walk through the corridor here. This is the centrepiece of the new offices. Over here, Gav, will be the bar. So we're going to have a bar here, toilets at the back, and then there's a few little surprises we're working on, but this will be the main area here. As you can see, huge ceiling heights. We may have a basketball court or a paddle
basketball
tennis.
court?
We haven't decided yet.
What about a pool table and arcade machine to start?
That could be as well. And then upstairs, we've got all the offices and the watchmakers. But here will be the entrance here, and this is our corridor to the meeting rooms.
Fantastic. How much time are you spending over here?
I've got this Sammy who's supposed to be my builder, but I've got to push him the whole time.
I know, it'd be funny. Do they think they've stopped work because we're filming? Because all of
As
a
you
sudden
can
everything
see,
stopped.
There we go, they've all disappeared, must be lunch break.
Yeah.
But no, they're coming on good, the guys, but I've told
Mez
them...
floor going up there, right?
Possibly.
Yeah,
Possibly. We're aiming for Valentine's.
Yeah, right.
We're aiming,
Yeah.
but we'll probably miss it.
Yeah, no
that's all.
chance. No chance.
Sammy's more interested in cleaning his van. Yeah.
I don't blame him. Let's have a walk through, Spence. Come on.
Okay, so
Talk me through as we go through.
If we come through here, this is one of our new safes that's just arrived. As you can see, little man here ready on the forklift. We should get, basically if someone doesn't buy something, they go in the safe, that's it.
That's a reasonably big,
Yep.
small safe, isn't it? Not like the big safe room. That's going to be something
Correct, and
completely
then
different.
through here, this will all be the offices. Yeah, we've got a bit of work going on here with the ceiling. This is our pod studio upstairs here,
Yeah.
and photography. This will be the vault here.
So the vault's going to be here now
The
in this
vault's
space.
going here now.
Yeah.
So this will all be offices, and then we've got lifts here to the upstairs. Couple of storage cupboards here, and we've got. Do you want to come and have a look upstairs?
Come on, let's go upstairs.
So if we come through here, I know it looks almost ready. This will be our new pod studio, Gav.
Look at that.
James, don't get upset because you're coming here, you're moving with us. So we're going to have photography and pod studio here. And through there we may have another room. Just working on it now. This will be our kitchen. One day. I've told them don't worry about the kitchen, we can live without food. Here's the kitchen. Here's the electrics.
Wow.
And Gav, have I showed you the other room? You know what we got in the other room?
Let's have a look. Last time I looked, it was like a gym studio.
So here we have lift. We're going to have a 5-side pitch here for midgets. What do you think?
So yeah, that'll work for you. Okay, what's going to be in here then? What's the plan
This
here?
is going to be for our IT. All the IT is going to be in here and storage over here. We may have a mezz in that area. We're working on that at the moment. Here will be the post and IT in here. This will be for our watchmakers. Through here.
So it's going to be a nice clean room.
Yep.
At the moment, it's stacked up with all the rubbish.
Correct.
Love that.
And then through the back here, we're going to have for all the cleaning machines and the polishing room.
Right, I'm going to ask that question again. This is going to be ready by when?
Valentine's, 14th Feb. Can't see any reason why not.
You better get Thorpe down there, get him to get a pair of gloves on.
Nah, 14th Feb we'll be ready, no?
Yeah, of course.
So that's the plan.
Yeah.
We've probably got about 6-7 guys, probably need about 28 guys.
Okay, we're lucky you're being a bit hands-on, right?
But we'll see what we can do. But if need be, I'll have to get my rubber gloves on and get involved.
Right, chop chop, back to work you.
Okay.
I'm dying, Spencer. The comments on the chat of what you look like with that hat on. Hilarious. You look like
14th of Feb.
You look like Compo from Last of the Summer Wine.
What do you think, Dee? 3 weeks? No reason why not.
Knowing Spencer would get it done before Valentine's Day, like he
I've
said.
got to tell you, you'd need a crew in there.
Getting
It
the crack the
looks
whip.
insane. I mean, the comments have been fantastic coming through, but it's a real task, isn't it, to get? I mean, there's so much.
It's a lot of decisions to make.
And I would say, Kaylee, you can sort of testify to this. Spencer is hands-on.
How
It's
many
not.
steps a day am I doing?
I told him today, I said, I really do think you should buy an Apple Watch because I'm not joking. He is here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there,
doing
here,
10,000
there.
steps
I'm not
a day.
joking. He is, and he generally is there a lot because he obviously wants to oversee it. And I think people think I'm lying. He generally is there.
And to say I mean, you're very detailed, Spencer. I mean, you're very.
He knows what he's talking about.
He's very good in his business, but I have to say, I have seen him with plans. He knows the millimeters of the windows and the sizings of the cupboards and the safes and the doors and the moving the doors.
I know how we need to work, so I know what's needed.
Yeah.
So I think he knows how he wants it to look. No, he really is.
I am
site manager, project manager.
Civil
builder,
engineer, architect,
everything.
You're like the Arsene Wenger of BQ.
Absolutely. So that was our BQ new HQ to come update.
Actually, Gav, Kaylee, before I forget, we must give a shout out.
Yes, please.
Right. On Saturday, what time is it?
About 10ish, 10.
Okay. We had a gentleman come over. And Kaylee says, you must say hello, gentleman. He's in the meeting room. I always try and speak with everyone. So I went and had a chat. This guy has come over, John, wasn't it?
John.
With his son Isaac
Right.
from Dublin.
Wow.
He's flown over for the day, showing his son around London, and came to BQ. And it was an absolute pleasure. And he said,
he was such
Gav,
a lovely person.
he complimented you, seeing our channel, and he bought a watch, and he came into us and he bought a second watch. And he was one of our first cut. We showed him the site as well, and he said he's been following, and he said, I'm shit, but you're doing a fantastic job.
Did he? That's good. That's amazing. Oh, that's so lovely to hear.
He did also say that he thinks I should be invited to all Vegas trips.
Well, that's something we're working on.
The only problem is she hasn't got a passport, Kaylee.
She has to get a passport.
I've got a passport.
I was about to read a super chat and Ian Nicholson's just deleted it. I was all over it. There was a super chat. You got it? Yeah, it said something about the Palm and someone's show tomorrow night. $1.99 super chat. I don't know. Someone deleted it. There we go. $1.99 from Palm and Andy. Talking watches. Tune in tomorrow for the first episode of Palm and Andy Show. Look, we're doing adverts for other people's channels. Anybody else wants a plug? It'll only cost you $1.99. Spencer, that's amazing. Before we get to D, that's lovely that the man gave, your client gave a lovely...
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice
really
when you get
lovely.
nice people, no? Hey?
D, do you see the title for tonight's show?
fan mail.
Was that for Demetri?
Was that for
Fan
me?
mail.
Was it?
No, but I've got to tell you how lovely. I received some fan mail, and
Wow.
I thought I'd bring it on the show and read it because.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm going to read it out to everybody because I just feel it's right to. And it's beautiful. It's handwritten.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
What name and address?
No, the chap forgot to actually write his name on it, which is was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
So you can't thank him.
Well, I'm going to thank him now. And obviously,
I'm sure he's a subscriber.
yeah, and
know.
also, and it mentions our dear friend as well, Paul Thorpe.
Oh, yeah.
So I just thought I'd like to read this out because it's not often we get fan mail. So here we go. Gavin, why is Paul Thorpe always on the channel? His son was busted for fakes. He keeps saying honestly, etc., etc. He screwed up the auctions talking nonsense when it was time to be serious. Why make cheap videos? And you make BQ look awful. They used to be such a good company, but not anymore. And you forgot to sign it, which obviously is a little bit disappointing.
You can just let me get it.
No. I want to frame it. What I would say, my friend, is you managed to find my office address, which is great, but BQ Watches, if you want to come and have a chat, because Spencer and I are really friendly people and we like everybody.
Happy to have a meet over it, have a discussion.
You can't go around in life like not loving people.
Yeah, it's a bit negative.
Well, it wasn't about me.
If you want to have a chat about any of this stuff, give us a call at BQ. We'll go over the road to Costa. We'll have a lovely coffee and we'll set the world straight because everybody wants peace and love, don't they?
Yeah.
So
And
I'm going to keep that one for another day, but that's fan mail for you. Yeah, let's all be positive.
Yeah,
I
and
do-
Gav, you use more muscles in your face to frown than you do to smile.
I know,
So if
everybody's got a smile.
you know.
Let's get on to some lovely things, shall we, Dee?
Yeah.
Gav,
Yeah.
announcement.
Forget about some people.
Yeah.
What do you want to announce?
Spurs 0-0 so far.
Oh, 0-0 so far.
0-0.
Great.
James, thank you for putting it up there. Not that I should be.
We've been on for 4
Let's
minutes.
talk watches. I said, Dee, do you want to bring in a couple of watches? How many watches have you brought in, Dee?
Gav, he's got
I-
another
I-
suitcase
I wasn't
outside.
counting- I wasn't counting, to be honest with you.
Jimmy, I'm telling you, you've got more than 10 there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Let's go.
15,
Let's
20.
go. Come on, this is a watch
Before
channel.
I get stuck in,
Yeah.
I want to just shout out Greggy Boy, Ian Nicholson.
Yes.
Yep.
He's been on to me to come down, singing your praises.
They're
I don't know
great
how much
guys,
you paid
yeah.
him.
Ian?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing.
he's a lovely
He's a lovely
man.
guy.
The weekend.
Ian got me in here, you know what I mean? Greggy Boy, big shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me. So
You're welcome.
Absolute
Now,
pleasure.
welcome.
Just be
You're getting
prepared.
lots of hello D's from Andreas Kokuli.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
for
shall
putting
fill
on
him
the
all,
accent.
yeah.
All the
accent.
family are tuning
the
in.
whole of North London.
Everybody, all your cousins
It's
and
like
aunties
Greece
and uncles.
2004 when we won the
Yeah,
European
yeah.
Championship in Southgate. 40,000.
Yeah.
But,
What have you brought in for us, Dee?
Right.
What are we going
I
to
wonder
start
what I
with?
wanna
It's
start. Maybe I'll
exciting.
start with stuff that maybe Spencer knows.
Let's do that. Whilst you're doing that,
Not
I'm just
many
gonna,
I know. I mean, I don't really understand.
I'm just going to whack up
watches.
some stuff about your channel first of all, so we can
Yeah.
just see your lovely face all over this. Is one you released this weekend, but we'll let that play in the background. What have you brought in for us?
Well, since you guys, the last show you did, I think you were discussing Tudor, weren't you?
Yes.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll talk about my little Tudor journey.
Absolutely. Let's go.
And the first Tudor I ever purchased was the actual Tudor Chrono Blue, aka Monte Carlo.
Wait, didn't we spoke about this, didn't we?
So this is the watch that I said last week. That is next on. I love this. I absolutely love this watch.
It has been discontinued.
It did. So this was the re-release, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sort of,
reissued in 2013
yeah.
when Tudor re-announced themselves in the US and UK market. There was a black edition in 2012. In 2013, Baselworld, they a reissue of the AKA Monte Carlo. And literally 7 months after buying that watch, I was walking down the Burlington Arcade and I noticed the original Tudor Monte Carlos for £4,000 sterling. I negotiated the price at £3,500. That was the last Tudor manual wind chronograph. I think it runs off a Valjoux 234 movement. And they go for about 18 to 38k now. Really? Yeah. So when I said, those are the Tudors you should be looking to buy.
Yeah.
If you can snap one up from someone or someone comes in, Spencer, they are real collectible now.
And
Yeah,
actually, it's a gorgeous looking watch. I really like. Spencer, you have a little look at this because I know you're a big lover of Tudor these days. Beautiful.
I
When
do
was
actually
this
really like
discontinued?
that.
This year, literally, when you lot did the show on that day, I was talking to a Tudor brand manager, and he confirmed that they're no longer available. There may be some old new stock available, but
You're lucky
they're
if
going
you
to be
get it.
discontinued.
How much you
Yeah.
want for this?
It's not for sale.
Come on, how much you want?
It's not for sale. It's not for
Fair
sale.
enough.
That's my favourite watch. that is.
Nothing's not for sale.
We'll talk
At the
after
right
the show.
price.
We'll
Come
talk
on.
after the
No,
show.
live. People have always said they want to see me negotiate on the show.
Listen, I don't think you're ready to negotiate with me, Spencer. So
Depends, you're
I
picking
don't
on
want to
James.
embarrass
You've
you,
got my
mate.
card reader there.
Dee, remind us which
I
Sky
love the
Dweller
flat
you're
glass.
after, says Uncle Jonga.
Love the flat glass on it.
Yes, a lovely piece.
very
Two-reg
nice.
chrono, modular chronograph.
Yeah, I know. It's nice,
Really
isn't it?
gorgeous. What's up next?
Different.
What's up next? One of a recent
Bears
edition.
choice.
Yeah. A recent addition.
Edition.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, edition.
Yeah.
The-
Sorry, my English is not so good.
The Tudor
The GMT.
S&G, the Smart Man's root beer.
Oh, the root. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Spencer, you're not feeling the vibe now for Tudor?
Not on the bimetal.
No. I
Not
mean,
on
I'm not a
bimetal.
lover of bimetals full stop, but I actually have to say, I think that the colour palette of the dial here suits the bimetal far more than it does on Rolex.
I love
me.
the vintagey look.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Tudor.
The
I
thing
think- I
is,
guess
what I like
that's what I'm
about
trying
it
to say, yeah.
is that it's got like a satin finish on the gold. I've got a Submariner bluesy pre-ceramic. I think it's the what model is it now?
The 16613.
That's it,
16613.
11613. Yeah, so it's
Blue or black?
blue. Basically, it gets
Hell, blue
scratched
days.
up quite easily. You know the gold on it in the light. But I went in to the AD and walked out with that a few weeks later. So
Yeah, it's nice.
Absolutely gorgeous. Aside from Tudors, you brought in some really...
got one more Tudor.
Oh, you got one more Tudor?
One more, yeah.
Did I say I've got one more? I've just got one more.
I've got a few more in the collection. But
Yeah. How many watches do you have in total in your
I
collection?
don't know, about 40, 50 watches.
Oh, nothing. Just a bit 40, 50.
Okay, very, very poignant you actually were showing this because it's actually the Chinese New Year, isn't it? And I see Tudor have been putting this all over their social media over the past couple
Before
of
the
days.
red
anyone
bezel?
asks, the bracelet is a strap code bracelet that came into the channel for review. That's a 3D Super Oyster bracelet with adjustable clasp because the Tudors, they don't have the adjustable
Yeah.
clasp. But that's
So
the new
that's
in-house.
it's not the original bracelet.
No, I've got the original bracelet, but
Okay.
I've got a Jubilee bracelet and stuff like that because some people don't like the old ratcheted style bracelets. So, yeah, cool watch.
It's a chunky monkey, isn't
It
it?
is a chunky monkey, yeah.
Really, really lovely. And actually, we've been showing mock-ups of Rolex Submariners with a red dial, thinking maybe that's what's going to come at Watches and
One of my
Wonders.
favourite Rolexes is the original Big Crown.
Yeah.
I thought was it the 6538 Tudor Big Crown James Bond, the original James Bond watch.
Yep.
And the
The
closest thing,
Submariner.
Submariner, yeah,
Snowflake.
not Snowflake, the Rolex Submariner.
The Rolex Submariner.
Yeah, the Rolex, and there was a Tudor variant of it as well. They used, to outsource that to the military,
Yeah.
the French Navy and stuff like that. But the Tudor Black Bay 58 that I've got is probably the closest thing you're going to get.
Yeah. Kid Mambo makes a really good point. He says, why do Tudor bezels look so vibrant? And they do. The colours
Yeah.
just look, they really work.
I love the colour palettes of them. They're fantastic.
And I do get that they do have this kind of retro feel that maybe Rolex don't. Really interesting. Mark Piper says, I live in Scotland, travel down to BQ. Fabulous people to do business
Hi,
with.
Mark.
Mark,
Excited to see you
let me
soon.
tell you,
I can't
Mark-
speak highly enough about the incredible service I experienced there. Thank you.
Mark's video he sent us. Do you remember where he
Yes.
is quite
Is-
special.
I know
Great.
where that
I
is.
think he's coming down to see us. Isn't
Yeah,
he,
he's coming down
month?
next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's up next, D?
The fit on that is amazing.
Yeah.
On that strap.
I
Do
honestly,
they make it for them?
They
or-
do. It's designed for people. Certain people buy the watch with a leather strap and then they regret it afterwards. And to buy, a manufacturer's bracelet, you're looking at £800 to £1,000. Just with Tudor. You can imagine, with other brands, but that is really good quality. I find. It's £135,
Wow.
and we sell them on the channel as well. So.
D, can I ask you, where does your love of watches come from?
It actually started with a pocket watch. I inherited a Tempo pocket watch, which was 9 karat gold, and I remember popping the case and looking at the manual wind movement, and I was like hypnotized by it. I was like, wow, this is like amazing. So then I had a love for digital Casio watches. I loved going to Argos and picking up a Casio data bank. My mum asked me what you want for Christmas. I got, I'd want a digital Casio World Time. And when we'd go out from America, they'd buy me a Belova Chicago Bulls watch or a Michigan Detroit in it to have the theme tune on it. So I always had the love for watches. It was a passion of mine, and cars and watches, typical, laddish thing.
Yeah,
you'd say,
sure.
But that's what I was like. I was into watches, and
how did that sort of manifest itself into sort of D-Time Love and a channel?
well, the D-Time Love channel really started off as the title says, D-Time, everything that I love, from barbecues, marine, tropical fish, and watches and cars. It was never meant to be a serious channel. Do you think I would have named it D-Time Love Channel if I thought it was going to be a serious channel? But then it just sort of grew organically. And being in recruitment, obviously I was a CGI artist by trade, and I wanted to do something creative.
Really?
Were you?
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a CGI artist. I didn't know
That's
that.
like what they do in Avatar, no?
Yes. I did a bit of work with Carolyn Productions and Lola Productions. They did the Babe film and Gladiator special effects.
Babe, the pig film.
And I just sitting there one day and looking at the guys that they've won awards and Oscars and all manner of things, and they're basically on the same money. Like 10 years later.
You've had a little super chat from Alex, Perpetual
Okay,
Time. D, I'm just listening in the shower. What?
All right, Zeus. I'll just let him get on with that then, yeah?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Fair enough,
Enough
Alex,
said about that. Great to have.
Next
When you're a
conversation.
bodybuilder, you can do these sort of things.
Absolutely.
So,
Looking forward to having Alex come and join us actually on the show
Fantastic,
one
yeah.
time soon. Alex, that's an open invitation. Whenever you're ready, you've got my number. Let's have a chat. Let's get you on. I'd love to have you on. Be an amazing guest. If you want fan memorabilia and merch, he's got a store.
yes.
Have you?
I think my mask did really well during COVID.
You can buy a
I've got a
D-Time
Daytona-
Love t-shirt.
Yeah, they're sold out now, but it's seasonal. Really, yeah.
Hold on, your t-shirts are sold out.
Yeah, well, they're not going to buy them in the winter, are they, Gavin? So I only stock
Well,
up.
why do you do jumpers?
Well,
Hoodies?
I'm not like Spence, am I? I haven't got merchandise like Spence. Am I?
But Spencer gives it away. At least you're selling it.
Yeah.
Hey?
I need to
what's-
learn.
You need to learn. What's up next? What do you got next
I've
for
got
me?
the Air King Bloodhound, the 116900, the discontinued model.
The Bloodhound. Let's have a little look at this. Got to be very careful because they're your watches.
Sorry, I'm going to be really thick. What do you mean, Bloodhound?
Well, that's what that. It was basically, this watch was based on a aviation record that Rolex were doing. It was based on the Bloodhound project. The actual what people don't really know is that the Air King, that dial was part of the gauge of the supersonic car. So they're trying to break records with this supersonic car. So it's an aviation piece, but it was supersonic. So it's not really aviation, but that actual dial was known as the Bloodhound gauge, directly out of the cockpit, out of that vehicle. And that's
Spencer,
what-
are you taking this all in?
Oh, you
When
learned
we
something
say
new.
Bloodhound dials...
I'm recording.
Are you recording on your watch, on your Casio? That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I love about having great
Yeah,
guests on.
I agree, Gav.
They are such
But
enthusiasts.
it's nice for us to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
First, I'm glad
absolutely.
that I've
Isn't it?
learnt
Yeah.
something as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I didn't realise
a Bloodhound
that.
dial. Spence, you ever heard of that?
I didn't know that. First I've heard that. Mate.
Amazing.
That's why I
Great
actually bought the
knowledge,
watch,
Dave.
because I like gimmicky types. There's only Rolex that's got something associated
Yeah.
like that. So
Really, really stunning. Big shout out to James in the studio, doing a great job as always. Let's get into some of the more exotic, yet interesting, yet cheaper watches. Cheaper by price, but
More economical, Gavin.
Yes, that's
More
the word I'm looking for. I don't want to say
economical, that's the
cheap. Cheap's not the right word. Budget.
Let's have a look.
Because you've got an incredibly eclectic collection. Love that box. Is that an original?
Well, it's off eBay, so you can never know if it's authentic. I haven't sent it to Alex to authenticate yet, but
It's got a big Rolex sign on
probably
it.
not.
Yeah.
But
Can I pick?
It
Can I
says
pick one out?
Rolex.
it
must
says
it?
Rolex.
Yeah.
You know, it looks good, and it's.
Can I
pretty
pick one
well
out?
made. Yeah, pick whatever
Right.
you feel free.
What on earth?
It's a
is
radio,
this?
Gav.
This
It's
looks
It's a
incredible.
radio.
That's your. What is it? Walkman.
This is what you could call a analog smartwatch, a FM radio Windows watch.
Tell me about it.
Now,
Yeah.
the brand themselves are based in Hong Kong. They've headhunted a few watchmakers from Grand Seiko, engineers, you could call them, designers. And they basically modify
It's an analog
movements.
Apple Watch.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's the
But
same shape.
what do you think
as
about the
an
quality, though? If you feel the
Well,
quality of it,
I'll
it
get
feels
to the
good.
quality in a second. I'm trying to work out how to tell the time on it.
Well, I haven't done the review on this one yet, but
Okay.
I'm planning to. So the watch comes in at around $750.
Wow.
So it's not the most expensive watch in the world, but it's very unique. You'll struggle to find anything similar to it. To be fair,
Guys,
Just
look at
talk
that.
me
I don't
through the
understand
time,
it.
though.
Yeah, let's guys, let us know what you think about these watches in the comment. What's the brand of this watch?
it's AK. They're called Atawak, which means in Mandarin unique. They are
definitely
not
that.
your ordinary, Chinese brand or anything like that. They're spending about £10 million in producing their own in-house movement at the moment. Apparently, it's going to have like a 8-day power reserve and stuff like that. And
In time,
Spence, you've got to have a look at this and tell me if you can work out how to tell the time. Because for me, I mean, obviously, I haven't had a close enough to look at it to work it out. But can you see it?
Well, you know something? The triangle at the top, but it seems the wrong way round. I really haven't got a clue. Have you worked it out?
Let me have a look.
I've had it for about a few months yet, but I haven't really got around to.
I mean,
So,
because
Tamer, let me ask the
I'd have to
question
say,
again. Have you worked out how that means you haven't?
If
with
to say
a
I'm a bit of a
watch-
politician.
I know, but usually with a watch, it's got to do what it says on the tin.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we can't tell the time, which is
No,
amazing.
if you wind it up, you can see that there's a
minutes are
minute
there.
hand and an hour
but
track on
where's
the
the
top.
Yes.
The hour
At the
hand is
top?
at the top, and there's a little line where you
what's
tune
that?
in
So
to an
look,
FM radio. So Spencer, if you look at the top, I believe that's an FM, like an FM radio station that you tune in.
You
the
tune in.
hour.
5, what's the time?
8:37. Kaylee, I knew you'd come good.
See,
I
it's for
knew
the,
you'd
it's for the
come
younger
good,
generation,
Kaylee.
you
Yeah.
see. People that are into smartwatches as well.
Yeah. I guess if you know, you know. We'll have a look at it again. We'll give a prize away if someone can tell us. Kaylee, that's fantastic. Well done.
Thank you. Thank
Dee, you're
you.
involved with
I don't know how the hell
producing
I
watch
figured that.
shows as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Or at least you seem to be. How did that come around for you?
Well, it all started off when I started the channel and I started reviewing watches. I'll be honest, the reason why I
Hold on. Kaylee, when you're whispering to Spencer, no one can hear Dee. Kaylee,
Sorry.
Sorry,
I was just trying to.
Dee's chatting.
Just trying to help Spencer.
I
I'm
know.
still a bit confused about how to tell the time.
Go on.
Well, it all started once upon a time. I managed to get a few watchmaker roles on at work because I decided I wanted to tailor my business development into something that I enjoy doing, like watches, rather than doing podiatry, healthcare, and sales and marketing. So I did an advert on YouTube, a sponsored listing. I never got any joy. I started reviewing watches, some of the mainstream brands only. And then one day, Pantour Watches got in contact from me. I thought, oh, this is spam. Why would anyone want to send me a watch to review? And I thought, let me just respond out of curiosity. And they sent me about 6 or 7 watches. And I was like, wow, these are. I'm to my surprise. I was a bit of a watch snob. I was only into the traditional watch brands, and I thought they sent me a watch with 3,000 meter water resistance and all this sort of thing. And did the review. Before you know it, I became a UK distributor and global distributor of the brand. You find them on Amazon, all through myself. Then Graf Zeppelin followed, Junkers, and that's how I got into that side of things. And then I met Andreas, who runs Local Time in Cyprus. And he was meeting a few watch people at Heathrow Airport.
Yeah.
So I attended with a few watches, the Pantour watches. A few other up-and-coming micro brands attended as well. And then before you know it, there was 5 people, there was 20, then there was 30, then there was 1,000 people attending.
Wow.
And we had like over 70 brands exhibit there, and it turned into a business.
Amazing. I mean, you really have built a
So when
community
was
from
this,
scratch.
Dee?
About 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
So it just grew organically, getting together. And, when you sit with business people, then you realise, you know what, we're onto something here. We think we could grow this. And we did. And the rest is history.
Andrew Shadowy 202 asks a question for all the panel. How confident are you all in changing a watch battery yourself?
Wouldn't
I've
touch
done
it.
it for years.
Huh?
I used to change all
You used
the
to change
time.
a battery.
Yeah.
I've changed a battery on my Swatch.
Yeah.
I just don't touch Ronda Swiss movements because they're in that plastic crappy case. And
Right.
Yeah.
I said right like I know what I'm talking about. Was that good convincing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
pretty
used to
good.
do it all the time. I mean, when I first started, I often have a desk full.
I send it to
watches
Alex
for
at
battery.
Perpetual Time for
Spencer,
battery changes.
you build offices. Of course you can change a battery.
But
I've
I haven't done in a while.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah, not me.
Is there a favourite watch brand for you, Dee?
I can't really stick to one. That's the problem.
Well-
That's why I've got the group, the Watch Addiction Club.
Right.
I think I have a serious problem.
Yeah, but clearly that's an
You
addiction.
are an addict.
I
yes.
think there's something wrong with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dee,
what's missing in your life?
I don't know. I've got it on my good good wife, good family man, good business. But I tell you, the secret to a good marriage is watches. Because this is instead of cheating on your missus.
Yeah, just
you
go and buy a watch.
You stay loyal.
There we go, people.
There you go.
Now listen to this.
Wise
Tell them
words.
all. Tell them all.
Yeah.
To your camera.
If you think you've got something missing, just buy another watch.
Yeah.
From BQ Watches.
Yeah.
Have you got like a holy grail piece that you haven't got yet? That
Yeah,
you
but it's
would
out of my
love?
price range
Well,
now.
go on, what's the
What is
grail?
it?
A Lange, minute repeater
Okay.
with
Yeah.
a digital
Yeah.
display. I just think that's just like a hammer.
What about the FP Jean?
Yeah, FP Jean I like, but I've seen that Lange now, and I just think, wow, I would love to own that one day. And I've got a picture of it in my office with a private jet, but I think maybe the watch
Do
Watch
one
might
first.
come first.
I think the watch might be more doable.
So manifest, it will come true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
D. Martin McGuire's asking, will there be a new trend in high-end quartz from the Swiss like Grand Seiko? What's your thoughts?
I will probably say no in regards to that. I think the quartz crisis happened in the 70s. It did what it, well, sort of Rolex stuck to their guns and
People
they came
thought
out
it
on
was
top.
going to be the death of the watches.
Yes,
They did.
we've talked
Yeah.
about it in
Yeah.
episode number...
Well, it killed a lot of brands. I'll give you an example. Another brand that I've brought in today is a brand called Simia, that are an independent watch brand, and they went bust during the quartz crisis, and they were in quite high regard at the
This
time.
is gorgeous.
Now, Simia are a bit of a phoenix brand, a bit of a rebirth of a brand, but they've got an amazing watch academy, and a lot of good watchmakers
that.
come
Wow.
through them now, and they basically go on to work with the likes of the Holy Trinity if you get through the Simia Watch
They
Academy.
make custom personalised watches as well, don't they?
So I've been invited to go to the factory and just finish off assembling my watch. They will let you basically customize the rotor with your initials and stuff like that. So,
Interesting.
but it'll
That's really
take some-
pretty. I really like the dial colour.
Yeah, it's a retrograde. Day and power reserve function. I love watches with this colour dial, like a rhodium slate grey
Yeah,
dial.
same.
This
It's a
is my
really
colour
interesting
combo.
dial, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's why I like the Wimbledon so much, because it's the grey.
yeah. This is what they call the Master of Art collection, such. So the price range of the watch is anything from £2,000 to £10,000. These watches.
Wow.
I think this one retails around 4,000.
Yeah, Master Art Simmer. Really, really good. Have a look at that, Spencer. What's your plan for Tea Time Love in 2023? What's the goals? Apart from the big news you're going to announce later.
Well, look, I'm now dedicated more time to the channel because I feel that the channel now deserves a bit more TLC. So before I was randomly posting videos, my YouTube channel is basically shows me what I'm like just as a normal human being, not having to organise, just do it when I want to do it. Now I'm committed to the channel,
Yeah.
so I'm going to produce a lot more content on a regular basis.
You do not just like one show like we do. You have other shows, don't you? Isn't there Drive Time?
Time to Drive.
Time to Drive.
Yeah.
Question for D, how many cars do you have now? And when can we expect another episode of Drive Time?
How many cars I own now? I only own 2 cars.
Okay.
So, yeah. But I'm not planning on buying any cars. But
Nissan
Time to
Micra
Drive,
and a...
Nissan Micra and a Honda Civic. You know
Okay.
how you go, how
Lovely.
it is. No, well, check out Time to Drive. You see some of the cars that I own on there. And Time to Drive cars is really a passion of mine. I've always, even before I could drive, I used to memorise the Auto Trader, all the cars that were in there. I could tell you, just by listening to the sound of the engine, what car it is without
Wow.
even seeing
Really?
the car. That's what I was like. I used to love cars, to be honest with you. I used to draw cars, design them as a CGI artist, and watches as well. I really enjoyed, when Mercedes collaborated with IWC. I really enjoyed
Used to have
doing
the
this.
clocks, didn't they?
Yeah. On the E-classes, they were doing those on the
Actually, I
premium
think I
plus
had
models.
a C63 had an IWC clock.
It probably would have had,
Yeah.
C63 AMG would have had,
Yeah.
So, that's my passion. I've got actual loads of stuff to edit on Time to Drive. I've just now freed up some time, so you'll see great interviews with Paul Michaels from Hexagon Cars.
Yep.
As well, we've got the last one was Sir Elton John's Ferrari Daytona. So it's like £500,000 worth of cars there. I think they've got about £22 million worth of cars there.
Yeah, that is a beautiful show. It's just around the corner from you.
Yeah.
Super chatting from Giuseppe Bruno for £5. Great show, guys and girls. Good to see D on the panel, a true watch enthusiast.
Giuseppe's a fantastic guy. Great supporter of the channel. I believe he even exhibited with you guys at the Brighton Watch Show, Brothers in Time.
How was it?
Yeah.
But they're not your usual watch dealers. You know, these guys are true watch enthusiasts. You know, they wear their Seikos, their Swatches. You know, very refreshing guys.
Martin Maguire's asking, D, what was your first car, and did you ever go to High Beach in Epping?
No, but my first car. Listen, I'll be honest.
Hold on a
with
second,
you.
I've got to ask you, Jimmy, what's High Beach in Epping? Is it like Lovers Lane?
No comment, but you know where Harrow Viewpoint is?
Yeah.
Ace Cafe, yeah?
Ace Cafe, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
I used to go there with my cars and that, with sound systems, you know. I was a different character back then, you know what I mean?
No, D, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. No.
Jimmy was back then.
Gav, do you remember Neasden Electronics?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, these electronics, brilliant. I used to get all my RP&R,
Yes.
you know, subwoofers,
speakers and
yeah.
So you're one of these fellas who when I used to see them driving around, you'd have like neon lights underneath the car.
Listen, my mum knew when I was coming home when I was about 15 minutes away. You know, I was the Ali G. I was the Ali G of Harrow.
Where was that? Wood Green.
Harrow. I used to go
He's
to
a Harrow boy.
I used to go Watford.
Where in Harrow?
Just near, like, sort of near Norfolk Park, that sort of area.
Kenton Lane. It was opposite Kenton Library.
So you know, remember Puffers?
Puffers. I used to
On
go
the
to
railway.
Kenton Arms. You remember Kenton
Remember
Arms?
yeah, Kenton,
on the,
yeah.
the train shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the railway.
Yeah.
Over the
I
bridge.
even used to go to a nightclub called something Moon in Harrow Weald, opposite the.
No, we never went. I never went to nightclubs.
I did a bit of DJing back
Never
in the day
went
as
to
well.
nightclubs.
No,
I used to
never
go
went to nightclubs.
Destiny's a lot.
Martin Maguire says High Beach was a car meet place every Sunday.
I was more of Ace Cafe, man.
Yeah.
Back
Right.
in the day. Tried to do a few
Fantastic.
wheel spins that never quite worked out very well.
There
but-
was another very interesting watch in your collection. We're going to have a little look at. Let's take a look at this one because you brought in way too many. We'll be here all night. Does anybody know what the Spurs score is, by the way?
Yeah, 0-0.
0-0. Boo. What
Fulham
have we
playing
got here?
better.
Let's just show that to the camera really quickly. What do we got here? It looks like
It reminds me a little bit of an MB&F.
or a U
Yes,
work.
could be that.
You work, wherever you want to call them.
Work.
Work.
We don't even know what it's called. U work, work. What?
This is the AK
You work,
Cobra.
I work, you work.
The AK Cobra. So basically, you'd look at it like that.
This, I believe, is, I mentioned D earlier, Gav,
A driving
what they
watch.
call a driver's watch. Jaeger made something similar. So literally, when you're holding the steering wheel, Gav,
You'd be looking at it at
you
that
would be
angle.
looking at the side on of the watch, and you could read the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's got carbon fibre in there. It's got a 3-hour wandering arms there. It's got like a retrograde, the minute track at the bottom. And it's actually very easy to tell the time with this watch. It's not hard like the other model they produce. But it's based on a 9 Series Miyota, which is, in the Japanese world, the equivalent of you could say a 2824 ETA. And they've heavily modified it. I think they've changed about 1,800 different parts and engineers. 1,800 different parts to produce that piece.
Wow. I mean, it is a piece. It's very different.
It's clever. I love how the hands turn.
We got a super chat in from Tim Wright for $4.99. Thanks, Tim. Thank you for providing some entertainment while I spend the last day in Miami. Cheers to all, D. What's your most anticipated watch for 2023?
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised we get a Snoopy Moon Swatch.
I think so
I
as
think
well.
that's what's on the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
God,
it's a real
Gav,
money
can you
maker.
imagine the queue for that?
Yeah.
That'll be mayhem.
Yep.
We think Swatch and me like that. Snoopy Swatch will just be
I got a funny feeling that they've got the bug for this swatch.
Yeah.
100%. After all the coups they've seen, they definitely.
Well, they're still there.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying.
money-making machine, honestly. I mean, I was in London with Ian and Kelvin.
Yeah.
We just thought we'd drive. We ended up buying a Jubilee watch, you know, at the time.
Oh, yes, the Queen Jubilee
Yeah,
one where
yeah,
she
yeah.
changes clothes.
Yeah, that
I
one,
bought
yeah.
that as well.
We couldn't get a moon swatch though, you know.
Gav,
That
do you
was
think
then.
do you think they were undersold, price-wise? The price point.
Undersold?
Like, do you think they're
I
underpriced?
think they could have got underpriced.
I don't think
Do you
they're worth
they
the
could
money
have-
they are.
No,
to be honest
come
with
on,
you,
look,
but, I mean,
from what I've been led, well, what I've read online actually, they are a 95% margin watch and they sell for £218 and it's 95% margin. So they're definitely not overpriced, that's for sure. Do I think they could probably squeeze a bit more? Maybe. But I think that's the point of it. It's Swatch. Most
so-
watches are circa £100, £120
So you mean
now.
it's so affordable?
It's so affordable. It's no brainer, which is why I have, so many of them and I've always collected them because they're fun and that's it. I mean, that's the bottom line.
best places to get them is if you're going on holiday to Europe, this year. Most airports,
Yeah.
like even Cyprus, Greece, the Greek islands, have a swatch in the duty
They
free.
do.
And that's where a lot of
I
people...
thought it's only the boutiques that.
No, so the Moonswatch are not being sold in airports here, but in Geneva, for example, and in Zurich, they have a Moonswatch in the shops
in
there.
Cyprus, Larnaca.
Yeah.
A lot of people
And
bring
also, they've
it
just opened a new boutique in, not Westway, what's the big shopping centre?
Westfield, yeah.
They've opened a new boutique in there, and I believe they're going to start stocking it there as well. But they are getting a little bit more available. It's the same colours keep coming in. So Moon and Mercury still very, very hard to get hold of. And of course, I'm still missing Neptune, and you haven't heard me banging on about it anymore. So
you haven't mentioned it once. No,
no, because I'm not going to say I'm over it. I wear my Moon swatches a lot, and I love them. And it's funny, I get so many comments from everybody about it. Surprised you don't have one in your collection, actually.
I do.
You do.
It's in the suitcase outside.
Just elsewhere.
I just thought, yeah. What else do you fancy?
Oh, there's an imitator for Trudy Lincoln online. Yeah.
What do you mean?
There's an imposter. Trudy Lincoln saying that wasn't me, and James has managed to block them very quickly. But
leave my mum alone.
Yeah, it was very funny. Oh, right. Okay. You can tell me later.
Leave my mum alone. She's done nothing
Trudy
wrong.
Lincoln,
She's
you let
actually
yourself
at
down.
work.
Have some dignity. Oh, Trudy, when are you coming on? Right. What else have we got? Let's do one more. Let's do one more watch for you. What are you going to pick out?
What do you fancy? I've got some Omegas as well.
Come on then. Let's have a look at. You got a Seamaster.
I've got 2 Seamasters there.
Because that's funny enough. Because Spencer, I'm just letting you know, I'm really enjoying looking at Seamasters at the moment for some strange, odd reason.
Anything in particular?
Well, I would love to see the new James Bond 60th anniversary boutique only. That's the next one I want to have a look at. I've actually put my name down for it just to.
I love this one. It's one of my favourites.
Such a great colourway for me. Really
yeah,
solid.
Look, if you
dive
can't get a Submariner,
yeah, and
you want to get the AD experience or you want to get it used through Spencer, you can't go wrong with the Seamaster Professional 342mm in either colourway.
These are value for money.
Amazing. METAS, people don't really talk about the METAS certification, but excuse my language, it just really crap all over some of the Rolex stuff, you know what I mean? So
179 super chat from Thomas Burnett. We love Dear Foundation community pioneer.
Thank you, Thomas Kumbare. He's a good man, Thomas.
Okay.
He's
Can someone tell me what Kumbare means? Because all I've heard all tonight.
It means best man. You're all my. If you were,
are we Kumbares?
You're my Kumbare.
Jimmy, you're my Kumbare. I love that. Cheers, bro. I love that. But no, I'm really, really enjoying that. That's amazing. I love that. And you also bought in a vintage as well, didn't you?
A vintage. One of my favourite Omegas, believe it or not. This is a Omega Cosmic Day Date. And it's a very special watch to me, this piece, because...
let me just move that out.
What I love about it is...
Tell me.
It's a uni-shell case. So you can't get into the watch through... It has no case back. You have to get in through the top.
You have to take... So... Okay.
But I just love the look of it. You know what I mean? That sort of vintage. Well, it's vintage, obviously, but
so it's one-piece case.
Yeah, one-piece case, but it's just got that cool-looking dial, just with the indices. I just love it on that strap as well.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, just for a quick second, we're going to just do a quick unboxing.
Yes.
Because Kaylee and I did a film today on unboxing, didn't we, Kaylee?
We did.
Should we take a little look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God! Guess what we went to go and see?
Go on.
Ready?
Yeah.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with
Whitney.
somebody.
Oh, the film.
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh my God, amazing.
Was
like,
it?
honestly, one of the best films I've watched in a while.
Wow, okay. I haven't seen it yet. I'm dying to go. I was going to go when we're in the States, but for some reason didn't kind of get there. But it was really good, was it?
No, I would honestly recommend going. Even Dilly at work
Was
went.
was it Whitney singing?
So some parts were, but you could tell which parts were Whitney. But honestly, I was so gripped, and I just thought it was such an amazing film. And I didn't know that she didn't write all her own songs.
No, she didn't.
I didn't know that until obviously I watched the film, and then that was really cool. How will I know if he really loves me? I want to say Dolly Parton, but I could also be very wrong. So I know she sung one of them in that film. I can't remember which one.
I heard it's a great film, actually.
Oh my God,
I'm
amazing.
dying to go and see it.
Definitely.
You've picked out something today. Should we get into it?
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to another unboxing with Kaylee.
And Gavin.
Now, Kaylee, you said, Gav, I've got this. Okay, I've got this. What have you got?
So, you know, I talk about it a lot on the channel, and I thought we've had one come in. Why not? For me, personally, it's just
This is a, what, grail
Holy
piece?
Grail. Holy Grail.
A grail piece. Well, I can see obviously by the size, it's a nice,
Yeah, it's a large box.
it's a large Rolex box.
So I'm going to show Gav first, and then we'll show you guys.
Okay, go on, you take that out. I'll get rid of the box. Yeah, this has got your name written all over it, Kaylee. Let's be honest.
Ta-da! My favourite watch ever.
Well, is it your favourite watch ever?
Yeah,
So,
I'd buy it.
so let's give everybody the reference for this, Kaylee.
So this is a 116508, the yellow gold Daytona with the green dial, also known as the John Mayer.
Yeah. Do you know who John Mayer is?
No.
I suggest at some point you go and have a look at John Mayer. Because John Mayer is a musical artist, and I believe he's got a $13 million watch collection, which is something pretty special. So when he dropped like the watch and started talking about it, it became the price spiked, and incredible piece.
Isn't it?
Now there's only one reason you really love this, isn't it?
The green.
Oh, I thought it was Molly May.
No, I mean, listen, I love the fact that she likes the watch that I like, you know?
Oh, she likes the watch that you like.
But I love this. I've loved this watch since it came out, really.
What is it, do you think, about this that you do love?
I think it's the green dial with the gold. I think the contrast and I think the combination, to me, is like, do you know what I mean? Like, can't even
Biteable.
speak, speechless.
Okay, for me, I love the fact that the gold is sort of brushed and polished.
Yeah.
And I think that's an amazing combination.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely stunning. I do love the green, and I just love the way the subdials just pop with a little hint of red. I don't know if you can see that, but it's an absolutely beautiful
I
piece.
just love having this in. I love having this in stock. It just makes me happy. Even though I can't buy it, it still makes me happy.
This is a 2022, isn't it?
So this is a 2022, yeah.
Yeah, so only a few months old. And price on this, Kaylee?
So this is $69,250.
That's come back quite a lot.
Yeah, because at one point it was like 90 something. Do you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
over 100.
I think it was over 100, wasn't it?
And now it has come down slightly. So no, yeah, I mean it's still double retail, but it's a Daytona, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Do you know what I mean?
absolutely gorgeous. Kaylee, is this something you would aspire to have?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you ever put your name down for a watch?
No, because I haven't got the money in case they call me.
Spencer! Can you sub me?
Yeah, I'll sell it to you.
25 grand. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm not actually going to take this and put this on today because all gold, yellow gold,
Yeah.
and we don't have any gold, so
Precious
that's
metal.
why we're just going to hold it and have a little look at that. But I think if everybody can see that, I don't know. What do you think of Daytonas and specifically the yellow gold John Mayer Daytona?
Would you say this is your favourite dial combination or are the other ones? We'd like to know, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. How do you think this compares then to maybe to like the platinum Daytona?
Oh, I think this is better.
You think
I
this is
don't really.
better?
I'm not a big fan of the platinum.
You're not?
No. I think it's lovely with.
Don't put your name down for it then.
No,
You
I
don't want
won't.
Because I really like the platinum Daytona.
Do you?
So I mean I do like that, and I do like the yellow gold with the green. But funnily enough, I prefer the yellow gold Submariner with the black dial.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's
to that I
interesting.
do. But that's just me, and I do like gold. I do like precious metal. I do like yellow gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. So Kaylee, if somebody wants to purchase a John Mayer Daytona, how do they find you?
Well, you can find me on TikTok,
I've been watching. Instagram.
YouTube.
And of course you can call BQ Watches, all the details are below. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Come here. Oh, that's me. Spencer, Kaylee, still a stunner, isn't it?
Green Daytona. Yeah.
Kaylee?
Now, look at the numbers now.
Yeah. Kaylee, how much is that now?
Like 69.
Yeah, come back a long, long way, isn't
I
it?
love it.
Are you going to save your pennies, Kaylee?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's not far off. Buy one, get one free. Isn't it?
Really?
It's not far off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bid you 20
I still need
grand.
to buy one, let alone get one for free.
Dee, what do you think of gold Daytonas? Precious metals?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, what's there to say? It speaks for itself, doesn't it, to be fair? The Daytonas. Just to have any Daytona in your collection is...
Have you
is
got a
thing
Daytona in your
no,
collection?
No,
You haven't?
Daytona. I have well, long story, but that's for another time.
There's lots of stories, Jimmy, for another time, isn't there?
There's an announcement. What's this announcement?
Well, are you ready for the announcement?
At the end.
Okay, at the end. Sorry,
Do the announcement at the end.
Okay.
Quick fire quiz for you, Jimmy.
Oh, I love
Yes.
these.
Cricket or football?
Football.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Favourite singer or song? Got to be George Michael, innit?
That's got to be George Michael, yeah. Or Demi Russo. No, George Michael.
iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
Really?
Wow, there's a
wow.
first. Hello.
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because Every iPhone I've had, I've either smashed it in my car door, dropped it, or broke it.
Well,
So I just thought, I dropped my Samsung, no problem, it still works.
Wow, amazing. Marvel or DC?
That's a tough one. I love both, but I'll go Marvel because I'm an Iron Man fan.
Good man. Night in or night out?
Do you want a political?
Well, you better answer for your wife, quickly.
Night in.
Night in, good boy. Blonde or brunette? This could be a tricky one as well.
Brunette.
Good boy. Favourite watch of all time?
Oof. Rolex Submariner 6538.
Lovely.
Not yours.
Audemars or Patek?
Patek.
Casio or Seiko?
Oh, I'll go Seiko.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Big Mac or Quarter Pounder with cheese?
Big Mac.
Sean Connery or Roger Taylor?
Sean Connery.
Superhero film or spy thriller?
Superhero.
Favourite film of all time?
The Predator. Get to the chopper. I love it. All-time favourite film, Predator.
Is it really?
Yeah, I love that. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's fantastic. That
Incredible.
amazing film.
Everybody is bravo di Kumbare tonight. I mean, that's all I'm seeing. And someone else saying, I want Mazal, but who knows what that is. D, you've been an amazing guest. We've got a load of questions in from Instagram.
Oh wow! Okay.
Should we take a little? Should we take a little look at those before we do the big reveal?
Yes. Yes.
Across both our channels, we put out 4 questions for you, D. And here's the first one from Sheena B563. Apart from your own channel, which watch YouTubers do you watch, or watch tube channels do you watch?
Well, I'm actually here at That Guy Watch London, one of my favourite channels.
That Guy Watch London.
Guy Watch London. I've never heard of them ones, but I've heard of That Watch Guy London.
What channels do you love?
You know what? I started off watching Archie Luxury. I'm going to be honest.
Did you?
When I started, there was no one else really.
Yeah,
I liked Andy Hunter and Drickles. He's no longer with us.
Jimmy, I'm going to help you here. You better get Perpetual Time in really quickly.
Oh yeah, Perpetual Time. That guy.
Before Alex comes and
Is
smashes
the
you.
most seductive watchmaker there ever was.
Ever.
The Fixer watch, fantastic. Yeah. The Urban Gentry as well. Big fan. Watchbox Studios, I'm a big fan of.
Well, I don't think I've seen that.
Tim Mosso, fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic channel. The guy's, I think he's training to be a lawyer solicitor, but he's like the encyclopedia of watches. He can tell you what I'll try and tell you in 3 hours, in 10 minutes about a timepiece.
Let's get him on next week.
I know, if
he does it in 10 minutes, let's get him on next
sorry.
week. Excellent. Let's have a look at the next question then. D, what's the best thing about your daytime job from Artisan Curation? So you're in recruitment into the watch world. That's one. I mean, this is kind of getting a bit full-time, all your YouTube stuff. But
it is, yeah.
You recruit into the watch world, don't you?
That's correct, yeah. I do have many divisions, and we've got a franchise as well. We've got Hamburg, Australia as well. But the best thing about my job is actually when you help someone out, they remember you for life. Aww. As I've placed people in jobs at junior level, and they've come back to me 10 years later saying, D, I've got a bigger recruitment budget. Do you remember me? You helped me out. You prepped me when I never had a clue.
Fantastic.
And that is the rewarding side of the job.
That reward you always through your life, not just work. That's fantastic. Next one is the Mad Watch Collector is Russell. What's Demetri's favourite watch of all time, and does he own it?
Unfortunately, I don't own it, but like I said, it's that Rolex Submariner, the 6538, the original Rolex Submariner that Sean Connery wore in James Bond.
Big Crown, wasn't it?
Big Crown.
Big Crown.
Yeah.
Next up, does that say Tony Moo? To my Kumbare D, thank you for all the world time and all the content. Will you be doing the event this year?
110%. It's going to be bigger than ever. We had 70 brands attending last time. We've already exceeded that. I think there's about 90 confirmed.
You've just scored, sorry.
Okay. 1-0 up.
Yeah, to you.
It's probably going to VAR. Oh, Kane goal.
Yeah.
Excellent. Amazing. And sorry, did you finish there?
Not quite.
Carry on.
Sorry.
No, I'm not joking. 110%. We're doing world time again. It's going to be bigger than ever. We've over exceeded 70 brands. There's 90 brands attending, and we're not.
Where is this going to be, Dave?
Sofitel Hotel, Heathrow again.
Heathrow,
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Andrew Shadow 202 asks, can you ask D, does he like fragrances, and what is his favourite scent?
I'm a bit of a Burberry man. To be
Yes.
honest with you. Yep.
Bit of a Burberry babe. Paul Carter, what's next for the D-Time show in 2023? Great seeing you all at World Time. Is that going to be an announcement in a second?
That's pretty much the announcement.
Right, so let's just hold that.
last,
Let's
yeah.
just hold that. Let's save the best till last. Okay. I can't say whatever. Chirag, my glasses are terrible.
I know
Question
this
for
guy,
Dean.
yeah.
What would you advise to get a job as a luxury sales associate within the watch brands?
Well, look, I posted out quite a few videos on this because I get a lot of calls from people off the channel saying, "D, can you get me a job for Rolex?" It doesn't quite work like that. You know, the thing is, my clients actually pay me a fee to find people with the relevant experience. So what I will suggest is not go through a recruitment agency, believe it or not. If you're looking to get a job with no experience, maybe go onto Indeed, look at jobs directly from the employer. And if you haven't got any experience,
Spencer, you writing this all down?
Target where the gold is.
I'll be calling you later.
Target where the gold is. Maybe go down there suited and booted, try and mirror some of the sales associates there and ask to speak to the manager and maybe ask them a nice open question. How would I go about getting a job within your industry?
Yeah.
And see what they say and take the conversation from there. Maybe try and organise some sort of trial or just build a relationship with the manager. Because if they're looking, they may think we've got a guy with potential transferable skills. He's got the watch knowledge. I could teach you the rest.
Fantastic. Good advice there. Rolleymania, 3 watches you'd buy without a budget, AD or grey market.
Oh, without a budget? Wow, we'll
Yeah.
be here all day. But 3 watches. Okay. For a dress watch, I'd probably go Patek Philippe World Time.
Nice.
Enamel dial. I'd go for the Lange minute repeater, grail of mine, and then I'll probably go Rolex sub every day.
Just because you can.
Yeah.
Just for a beta. A $5 super chat from Mr. GMT, Yasu Dimi. Awesome to see your collection. Stay sexy, brother.
Thank you, Faristo Baraboli.
Okay. You got a lot of bros, haven't you?
I've got a lot of bros, yeah.
You got a lot of bros, sexy boy, sexy brother. Okay, next up from Arts and Creation, great channel, love Mondays. Is there a watch Spencer would like to handle that he hasn't yet?
I'll tell you the watch, the Aquanaut skeleton in the blue. You know that one, Dee? I can't remember the reference, where it's like half of the dial is missing. It's gone up huge.
Yes.
It used to be available. Huge money.
No, we never see it. We never get
I think it's
offered
about
it.
$500,000. So basically half the dial's missing.
Yeah.
And it's skeleton through to the movement.
Wow. Sounds gorgeous. Yeah. I still want to see you get a Rainbow Daytona. That's my wish, please, for 2023.
That's so funny.
I want one on my wrist. I just want to see what it looks like, just so I
When
can
you
say.
open the new store,
Yeah.
Spencer walking with a Rainbow Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Next up, Sheena B563. Can you do a show on Amiga Speedmasters? I think we can manage that. We just have to get someone who knows something about them. Yeah. D, come back on for that one.
Yeah, I've got a Speedy as well. So
beautiful. Next up, Ant Reed. Kaylee, what is your favourite watch brand and why? Don't say Rolex.
Yeah,
You're going to say Rolex. Kaylee, what's your favourite watch brand and why?
Rolex, probably because I deal with them the most. So, and I fall in love with one every day. That's
Every
probably
day.
why. Yeah.
Not a sarcastic question. Do you not get bored of seeing the same sort of Rolexes every day?
I don't. There's
that
one that I
saw today.
It's annoying that I didn't basically. I couldn't wear it because it hasn't gone through quality control, and basically you would have seen it. And it's quite dirty, but I hadn't seen it before, and this is like a new one that came in, and it's just stunning.
What was it?
This is like a date just 31 mil, but it was like a diamond bezel, but like
and a
mother of pearl with like a diamond in. But it was just honestly, it was just so different. It was so nice.
We'll have to do an unboxing of it.
Yeah.
Guess what's coming next Monday? Next question. It would be great to see another one of your boys' watch trips. Any plans for 2023?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Go on.
no.
Go on.
I think that's quite sexist, actually, and I'm sick and tired of it, Gav.
Okay.
So it should say, it would be great to see another one of your boys' watch trips.
You're not
with
allowed to say
Kaylee
boys
coming.
anymore. It has to be
Joke.
boys and girls.
You don't want to
To
get
be
rid
fair,
of top
the
G.
channel would be crap without me.
I just want to put it out there. I didn't ask the question. I'm just reading it out, Kaylee. How about this, Kaylee? I believe you and I are going to be going on a trip. Is that right, Kaylee?
But
Kaylee, where are we going?
we're going to Geneva, but it's just not the same.
But we've got to start somewhere, Kaylee. You and I...
So what? No ticket for me, no.
you are working on the building site,
Okay.
and I've
It
replaced.
should be done by the
I've replaced you
14th
today.
of February. It'll be done.
I've replaced you today with a very special guest who's going to be replacing you because you can't make it because you've got a big job going on at home, haven't you, with that
Okay.
big site you're trying to build. So, Kaylee, you and I are going to Geneva,
We
baby.
are.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up. Oh, by the way, we didn't answer the question. Is there anything else? Geneva, isn't it?
Up the I'm
Yeah,
sure you'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
other things
Geneva.
planned.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, in case you make some big announcement about a show somewhere in a minute, we might look at that elsewhere. Next up. What's the next boys' toys purchase for Spencer as Paul T bought a new motorbike?
The shop.
The showroom. The showroom, pod studio, photography studio, and
Media
event
centre.
space, and a bar.
Yeah.
So I'm quite involved at the minute.
Yeah, and I have to say, Spencer, it's very interesting because you're so calculated with the purchases for doing this this build that instead of hiring scaffold towers, what did you
just
do?
buy them. We buy
You
them.
bought scaffold towers because you'll buy them,
And then we'll rent them out.
you'll rent them out, or you'll sell them at the end of the job.
Correct.
Easy, better than renting.
There's a lot of money
That's
involved
why he's
in
a
that.
business owner, Gav. He
Correct.
doesn't. Do you know what I mean?
You know
He's
what it
good.
is?
I know.
He is
Go
good.
on.
All this rain at the moment, Spencer thought get scaffolding up. There's going to be a lot of water leaks.
Absolutely.
We got those as well.
He's-
We're dealing with those.
He's cornering the market in
Fantastic.
in rentals. Next up, from Walks and Watches, Tudor finally ditching the faux rivets.
Yes.
Hope so.
What that means?
Yeah, that's you know,
sort
like
of-
what you got with the Tudor black
Yes.
bays when they came out. They have the new in-house had the false rivets.
Yeah,
I'm assuming they are because on the newer models that come out, they don't have that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm assuming they have.
Hopefully. Boss Level says, get her on the jet ski, Spencer. That would be good, wouldn't it? Arts and Encourage, do any of you ever sell watches from your personal collection?
I'm going to go no.
Dee, do you sell watches?
I do. What I do, if anything comes into the channel or anything I don't want, I would offer it to the guys that follow me on the channel within the Facebook groups, and I don't try and make a big profit. Whatever they bid, they bid.
Hold
and
on,
they
I'm going
give
to
it
stop you. I'm going to stop you. Is that if you've been sent watches, or like
Yes.
gifted watches?
Gifted watches.
But what I'm saying, I think the question is more about
away. Right.
From your own
from
personal
your personal collection of watches you've bought. Do you sell watches you've bought because you want to own them?
I don't normally sell my watches unless I really dislike it, which most of the time I don't. Why I've got such a vast collection. I told you I've got problems. You know, I'm a watch addict, so
Yeah.
you know you're talking to the wrong man.
Therapy sessions.
Better than drug addicts.
Yeah, look, you know, at the end of the day, keeps people like Spencer in business. doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So it's all good.
Spencer, do you ever sell anything from your personal
I have
collection?
over time, but it would only be if I'm replacing something with something
Better.
that's better, an improvement, or absolutely.
I have to say, as yet,
No.
never sold one. Nobody wants to buy swatches. Which watch brand are you the most excited about in 2023? Jimmy?
I'm quite intrigued to see what Tudor will do this year. I think this will be their year where they really do establish themselves as a, not replace Rolex, but position themselves at a place where they are right on the heels of Omega.
Okay.
I think we're going to see more METAS certification
Yep.
from them in their models. Like the ceramic version, no one really spoke about that watch. Didn't get the hype that I
Yep.
think it should have, but it is a technical masterpiece. It goes right up against. They got the certification from Omega. No one's talking about it. Omega are the only ones that certify METAS certification, and they certified a Tudor watch to that level, which is technically borderline above the chronometer certification that you get at Rolex.
Yeah. Spencer, for you?
I think I'm always interested in Rolex, obviously, but I think, like you say, I'm interested to see what Tudor has to say.
Yeah.
Kaylee, what about for you?
I think AP.
You think it's going to be an AP kind of year? I feel like AP do release quite a lot of watches throughout the
That's
year,
what
don't
I mean,
they?
and I feel like they're all different. So yeah, I'm
Dee, can I
excited
just
about
ask you, what do you feel of the comment? It's one that really upsets me when people say that Tudor's poor man's Rolex. Do you hear that a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still get, you know,
It's always thrown out there.
it's always thrown out there, but what I'm seeing now is those guys' opinions have started to change as they have Tudors in their collection now. And I think that's what's changed, is that you can have a Tudor sit next to your Rolex and be proud of both. And
I mean, in some ways, I feel they benefit from being part of the Rolex family, but in some ways, they might have benefited if they weren't.
I think they wouldn't have done as well
You
if
think
they
so?
weren't with Rolex. So
You
we have to
think
be
it
honest.
is?
Come on, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
but I just hate that. stigma that they get.
Yeah, I think the stigma's now
I think it's gone.
died down.
I think
it's gone as well in the fact that in the Asian market, when the brand Tudor was hibernating in the US and the UK, in Asia, you had to buy Tudors to buy Rolex still. You know, like in Hong Kong and stuff like that.
You're right, Gav. I think it has died down, but it just always pops up.
Well, the watch of the year, according to most sort of watch channels in their reviews, funnily enough, was Swatch.
Yep.
Because of all the hype that happened around the moon swatches, and then behind that seemed to be Tudor last year in terms of their releases and what. So I think it's a big year for.
It's a new generation of customers
that
have come through that are not necessarily your Rolex buyer. They're going in and they want a good quality watch.
Russell hits the nail on the head here. He says Tudor is the watch enthusiast's Rolex. Yeah, absolutely spot on.
Because of affordability.
Well, for me...
And the quality.
Yeah. Boss Levels, question for Spencer. We having a big open day party for the new store?
Open day party?
Yeah.
What is he talking about? We need more than open... The amount of people who want to attend. I mean, I don't know where we'll fit them all in. Open days. Absolutely.
Week-long party.
We'll be putting up events and inviting people.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Ian Devlin, what's the prediction of the Deep Sea Challenger being discontinued? I don't think it gets.
I think it's too soon.
Well, I also think there's just not enough of the pieces ever going to be made for it actually.
No, they're only making like single digits for each AD anyway. So you've got to be lucky enough to get one. I mean, there's still not many out on the market at all anyway.
Yeah. One of the things we wanted to cover tonight, which we're not going to because we're literally out of time, and Stephen was asking, Spencer, are you having another watch auction soon? Kaylee, perhaps you can answer that.
Yes, we are. A week today.
Yeah.
There is 28 lots.
I know we had all the lots there to talk through.
Just quickly, we've got some Tudors, obviously Rolex, Amigas, got a Cartier, a Chopard. But you can also find the list of the watches on our website on the auction tab at the top, and then click it, and then it will take you into the lot, and you can have a look through. And bidding starts on Friday. Auctions next Monday.
Are we 7 p.m. next Monday?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're 7 p.m. James, we're 7 p.m. next Monday. Yep.
That's
exciting.
Monday 30th.
And is Paul joining us next week?
Yes.
Amazing. So everybody get your credit cards at the ready. It's auction time.
And if he lets me down, D, you're in. Okay.
No problem. No problem.
We
Being
had
a
one
bit
question.
more local.
Yeah. We had one more question that came in, D, was from a friend of yours. And it came in right at the last minute, which you sent it to me. It says, hey, Spencer, Gavin and panel. You're the panel, Kaylee. Loving your content. Great to see D Time on the show this evening. I've been following D for the past 5 years and met you guys at the London Watch Show. I was wondering what you guys would suggest is the best watch to buy under 5K, under 3K, and under 1K, give and take. Would be great to get your thoughts. So, best watch under 5K.
Go on, D. You're a lot better qualified.
5K. I really should have asked if you meant new or used, but I guess if you're going under the 5K, you've got 5K to spend. You could probably pick up a Speedmaster Man on the Moon, the acrylic crystal, not the Sapphire Sandwich, or the new Seamaster Professionals. Around that price point is dead cert winner.
I would say at 3K or thereabouts, I would go with a Pelagos 39 for me.
Fantastic choice, or the Pro as well. Around that price.
Yep. And under 1,000, this is where it gets a bit tricky.
Would you get a tag?
You could do, but you could even go. I would even go Tissot PRX Powermatic. Save yourself 500 quid. Put that money towards saving for a more expensive watch. Get one of these. I think these are amazing value for money.
Actually, my camera's in use at the moment on something else, but that's absolutely gorgeous. I would say buy 5 moon swatches.
Yeah.
And enjoy yourself. Yeah. Kid Mambo, Spencer, get some time-lapse videos set up for the showroom. We have actually got exactly that, and you will be seeing plenty of them.
It doesn't matter because we've only got 3 weeks to go anyway.
Yeah, righty-ho. Kaylee, you know what time it is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, Kaylee, before we do D's big reveal, it's time for our Kaylee's Celebrity Watch. And what have we got up first, Kaylee?
So this is a AP Royal Oak double balance wheel, which looks like a skeleton to me.
Who's the chap who's wearing it?
Dave.
That's Dave.
Yeah.
Was that the customer who came in last week?
No, that's the rapper.
That's
rapper
Dave. Dave the rapper.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you heard of Dave the rapper?
No.
Okay. I've never heard of him. Anyway, Dave the Rapper obviously does bloody well because he's got this beautiful watch on. List price is 92,000. What, Jimmy, in the grey market, how much do you think this goes for?
What's the list price? 92k.
92k.
Grey market, you're probably looking double, triple. I would have thought for this.
Well, take a guess.
220.
Spencer?
320.
I'm going to go 175. James? 325.
5k out, nothing, no.
Well done, Spence.
Well done, Spencer.
Hey,
There
that's
you go.
why you're the grey market dealer. Next up, Kaylee, what we got?
Pharrell. And he has got...
Oh, he's happy. I know
wow.
that much. Is that the happy
look
watch?
What's on the, look
I
what's
know,
on
it's
the
got
watch.
smiling face.
Smiley tourbillon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got the Richard Mille RM88 Smiley, however you say it.
Tourbillon.
Yeah, that.
Tourbillon.
The list is 970k.
Sorry, the list price of this watch is nearly $1 million. List. Right. D, grey market.
Ooh. Do you know how many of these are made?
About 4.
4. Wow.
I'm
So
making that up, but barely any.
you got to be looking at probably about 3 mil.
Spencer?
I was going to say about 2.7.
I'm going higher. I'm going 3.25 mil.
Christ.
I got it
Worth
right.
3 mil.
3 mil. Wow.
See,
Jimmy, you know your
Spencer
watches.
run for his money now.
Yeah. Amazing.
Well, I would sell them at less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Carbon Daytona, what's that say? Osolaris?
We've got no reveal on
With a
this one.
forged carbon bezel. Oh, okay. There's no reveal on this.
This is...
So what is
I'm
this?
just going to read
yeah.
the exact thing. Give
Go
me
on,
a sec.
read it out
That
exactly
looks
as it
like
is, Kaylee.
custom.
What's this? Some artisan.
It's not an artisan Geneva. I think it's DW,
So
is
this
it?
is a unique custom white carbon by
There
DIW
you go.
Official, which is designer individual watches.
Yeah.
Obviously what it is. So it's obviously it's his.
It's his.
Made it for him.
Oh, so there is no... This is list 57 and that's it. It was
Yeah.
made for him.
It says 1 of 1 is what you're saying, made for this individual. This is quite rare, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
This is going to be worth.
No, there is no price on it.
Right,
D.
okay.
There is no price.
Yeah.
So they made it
What a
for
damn
him.
squib of an ending to
Well,
that.
I was going to try.
Go on, guess then.
Oh, God. Oh, I would say about 1.5 mil.
Spence.
£1 million.
I'm going to say 57 grand because there is no other price on there. That's it. That's it. Drum roll, please, Demetri. It's time for your very, very big reveal. What is it? What was it?
Well, guys, those of you that attended the Watch Pro Salon Live, big thank you for everyone that attended and well time. The announcement is I've been in talks with Watch Pro and we are not partnering up just for once or twice a year. It's going to be every month now.
Wow.
We're going to bring regular content streams with all the brands that we're attending, and we're going to be doing events that we're going to tour the UK. There'll be smaller events, more personable. There will be alcohol. There will be a tab behind the bar.
Some of the ones that
Great, I'll be there.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's amazing.
so we're going to be going to Dubai, the Middle East, the UK. We're going to cover everywhere from Glasgow right down to the southeast, across up north as well.
So monthly watch shows.
Monthly watch shows, yeah.
Amazing.
That is really amazing.
And with all the sort of micro brands that you've
Yeah,
been...
so not all of them will be attending. It'll
Sure.
be smaller. So we might start off with maybe 5 to 10 brands and tour, but there'll be different brands attending and we'll mix it up. Some events will be bigger than others depending on the venue, but it's going to be cozy. It's going to be quite intimate. We're just going to get the watch community together. We're going to build, relationships with the enthusiasts.
Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant news that that's going to be, regular events.
Yes.
And I know clearly, obviously, your love of watches has now extended to take over your entire life.
Yeah, pretty much.
It has, hasn't it?
I mean, they look at me in the office, they think there's something seriously wrong. I think my family don't understand, what's going on.
No, I think that's fantastic. And listen, it's great. I think in life, it's great to meet people who love what they do. And clearly, that is absolutely you.
It's escapism for me. In front of a computer desk, you get to be creative. I like to mess around with the intros and just talking with like-minded people that enjoy the hobby. It's a lovely hobby to be part of, and just sharing. It's going to sound a bit ironic now, the love.
The love, the D-time love, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Do you know how I said, Spencer, you were out of job at the beginning of this show? It's official now. Jimmy, come and host every week.
No problem.
I can skip out.
I'll let you know what I
Jimmy will
what I
take care of
charge, and then
things.
we'll take it from there.
Fantastic.
No worries
Yes.
at all.
Speak to the boss. It's been great. It's been great having you all join us this evening. And we're going to go and watch the rest of the Spurs game now. They're 1-0 up in the second half. It's about to kick off. But did you enjoy having
Absolutely fantastic.
Dear's a guest.
Really,
Yeah,
really
and I
good.
learned some stuff
Really
as
good.
well, which is always good.
Fantastic. I'll test you all on it later. That's fantastic. Jimmy, it comes to you to do the now legendary outro.
So I help him.
Do you remember what it
No,
is?
it's all right. Don't worry.
You got it?
Go
I'm
on
just
then.
going to start off. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, we always forget that
Yeah.
bit.
To this man, Spencer, he puts all the effort in. Gavin, just a sideshow.
Correct.
But if you haven't dealt with us already,
No! Close!
what was it then?
You haven't dealt
Close!
with yet.
Haven't
It's
dealt with
only
this
a matter
yet.
If you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you next week.
Take care,
Thanks,
guys.
bye.
Bye bye.